Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Mayhem Nation. I am your host, Scrabble. Hope everyone's doing well. Joining me in the background is the wonderful, the lovely, the ever gorgeous. Hey, how you doing? Millie the Malinois. Say hi to the folks at home, Millie.
Hi.
What was that?
You're really sucking up today. What do you want?
Why can't you just take a compliment?
Because you're too cute to give out compliments. So what do you want?
Wow. Okay. Moving on, since somebody. What up? That's all I gotta say.
What up?
Let's turn on the sounds for the stream. How about that? Oh, hang on. Let's relaunch Stream Deck. And let's hit that button. And now all of the sound should be working. Nope, still not. It's working its way through it. Let's hit that button. There we go. Now everything's up and running. Okay. So we are checking out the 2024.6.0, the experimental beta on Railroader here. Literally just clicked. Oh, I'm sorry. Millie the dog would like to say hello. Millie, say something. Say hi. Say hi. Frisbee. No frisbee. There we go. It's the best. I'm torturing the dog, but it's the best way I can get her to say hello. So, hi Millie. Yes, love you. Yes. So I literally just fired up the game. 5 minutes ago toggled that I wanted to enable the experimental beta. So, giving it a shot. Let's just see how this goes. So, part of the experimental beta is automatic engineer, or the AE. The engine locomotive will drive itself to any waypoint that you set on the entire railroad. So all I've done right now is I have disconnected the forget what my locomotive is here, the G25 Mogul. I'm really bad at remembering all of the model names of the locomotives and everything. But I disconnected the Mogul from the empty log cars, and I had it set to the waypoint to go to these preloaded log cars. It threw the switch itself just now. It reversed itself. It put itself back and forward. It's doing it on its own. That's going to be really, really, really handy for multiple train operations on the railroad. That when you don't have the time to babysit everything. Let me pull up my channel. Let me click on this. Mute that. Okay, that's done. Setting up all the YouTube things in the background that I forgot to set up before we started the stream. Now that's all done. Now that's all updated. Good to go. click that, dashboard. Let's see, my channel. There we go. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to see. All right. So let's keep working on it. A couple of things that they've removed as well. The time scale ratio is gone. You can no longer set it 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 4 to 1. It's all real time now. So you're just limited to using your wait 1 hour control, your button here, or you can go to the control panel and it's /wait, I believe, is the console command if you wanted to do that. Just some little quality of life things. Again, it's an experimental beta. They're working on things, so we'll wait for the log cars to get loaded up there. We'll clear that waypoint. Let's check on some of the rest of our trains here. What do we got? What's going on here? I don't remember how, where, what I left stuff. So, display mica, so that goes in here. So we'll just do that. We'll just switch this to yard mode. Actually, no, we'll show off the waypoint thing again. So this Colgon needs to go to Slay Micah and Schist. So we'll do that. We'll hit left control and G to bring up the waypoint marker. We'll set the waypoint for there. The end of the Colgon will stop there at that green marker. The green marker and the waypoint arrows on the track come up with your tab key. Just like your, I'll call them your banners above the, above your cars or above your locomotives. Now, I'm not touching anything right now. I'm not controlling the locomotive. I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving the camera controls around. You see the switch just flipped itself. And this switch is set. Now the locomotive is going to reverse back in. And it's going to back it into the zone. And it's going to stop. Let's see how close it gets. That's pretty darn good. Stops with the coupler right over the waypoint. So let's apply the handbrake. Let's disconnect there. Now let's do it again. Check this out, Millie. Look how cool this is. So I set a waypoint. Just going to zoom out with the controls. I'm going to focus on the switches here. I'm not touching anything. Millie, can you confirm I am not touching the controls? Thank you.
What do the arrows do? Just tell you where it's going to go?
It shows you, yeah, where it's going to go on the track. So I'm going to rotate the camera here just a little bit. That's all I'm doing. Millie, come on. Dog Millie.
Yeah, not human Millie.
Watch the switch. Did not touch anything. It flips the switch on its own. It's reversing on its own. I'm just moving the camera. That's all I'm doing. It'll hook up. It won't connect the airlines and everything, which is fine.
But it'll couple at least.
Yeah, but it... So that's something that I just learned just from my own experimentation. If you set the waypoint marker right on the coupler of the car you want to go to, then it'll connect to it. A couple of videos I watched earlier today, if you select the waypoint marker like just in front of the coupler, like let's say here on the track for the gondola here, then the locomotive will stop here. It won't connect. But I just tried it and I hovered right over the coupler, set a waypoint marker, and it connected. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to connect the airlines and the hoses and everything. One thing to note is, and it's in the release notes, it's in the patch notes for the experimental beta. Any meets, any train meets, you need to coordinate as the, I'll say, the route conductor or the train master. There's a word I'm looking for here. Signal operator. There's a word, there's a phrase that what they're called. But you will need to set up any train meets, be it through CTC or aligning the switches manually. Locomotives will not do that. They will not detect each other as of yet. I would imagine at some point that's going to happen. But anyway, let's. Where are we at here? So these, I've got these two cars. Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything out of Barker's. Let's check here really quick. Let's go. Freight. Put that in the switch list. Passengers got an update as well. Passenger service will only wait 4 hours, and then they will find other arrangements. So you're not gonna have people waiting at the station house for 10, 12, 14 game hours. They'll wait for 4 hours, and then they're gone. They figure something else out. So let's get down here to Dills. I feel like I've got some cars that need switched out at Dills. Dills is a new station house, by the way. That got an upgrade. I need to figure out where there it is. No freight at Dills. So I think those are the only two cars that are coming back. I think. I'm fairly confident everything else has been switched. No, it hasn't. I've got some stuff here at East Whittier that needs switched yet. Is it East Whittier or... Yeah, I still got to switch for Ella and take a cut of cars up to Bryson. So we still got some work to do on the railroad here. But we'll get it done. It's gonna be a little later of a night on the railroad, but we will get her all done here. So the number 2 should be my passenger service, which is... Okay. So it's headed back east. Let's make sure the switches are aligned for it to get through Whittier here. That's aligned. That's aligned. And the eastern edge is aligned. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back to our C25 consolidation. That's a new locomotive on the railroad, by the way. Or is it my... Or is it the 4? The 4 is the newest one, the G25 Mogul. That's what I bought. That's the newest one here. So let's get it back to the interchange. Let's just make life simple. Let's get it back to the interchange here. So we'll control T. It's the number... number 25 that I want. Left control G to bring up waypoint marker. Let's just run it all the way down here. Let's see if it couples onto the head end of here. Seems to be doing its thing. Okay, so Ela to Wilmot. Let's get this hooked up here. I'll at least grab my two ELA cars and hook them up and drag them down. And then I can get my road freight. Once it brings the logs and the pulpwood back down, I can bring those back and spot them in Whittier here. Yeah, this is going to be really nice, though. I'm liking this so far. This is going to be really, really nice for multitasking and efficiency. It's just one of those you're going to have to get the hang of it. So let's send this down to... Send this down to ELA. We'll use the automatic engineer, the new beta function that we're testing out here. Let's see here. So left control G and click. And now that should run down here to ELA. All on its own. We'll check in with it when it gets here. So I'm kind of at a standstill, just waiting for these logs to get loaded. Got these empty cars here. Do I have my pulpwood cars up here? Yes, but they are not full yet. So I think I need to order some more pulpwood cars. How much is that going to cost? Shift T. Oh, here's another update, by the way. Now the catalog has pictures of the different cars and locomotives that you want to get, so you can at least get an idea of what it looks like, what you're going to buy.
That's cool.
It does not work with modded locomotives or any rolling stock or anything. I did learn that earlier. It'll just be a blank image up here. It'll just have the rail line and that's it. But But at least you can kind of get an idea of what you are buying. So that's kind of a nice little cool upgrade there. How much for another 10 of these? $8,900. $9,000. I think I'll do my loan payment first, and then I'll take a loan out. But yeah, if I had 20 total pulpwood cars, 10 for each industry, I could just constantly keep those switched out. And that would actually work out pretty darn good. Stationed here in Wilmot. Let's check for milestones. Signals Whittier to Bryson. I need to get signals going here soon. Maybe we'll start that tomorrow. I am going to fire up a little background music though, because it's quiet. Too quiet. Okay, there we go. So the passenger service is doing its thing. What else do I got going on here? My local, my Barker's de Silva local is doing its thing. I got my 10-wheeler heading up to Ela with a couple box cars. It's doing its thing. It's already through Whittier. So I think what I'm going to do now, because I'm kind of at a waiting point, is, well, let me check locations, Connolly Creek, L2, there's 0 logs here. That's why. Okay. Log for logging logs. I wonder if I should start taking upper logs. Lower logs. 60 cars a day. I almost wonder if I should start taking my log cars back down here again. And just cut the train in half like I used to. I might start doing that. Yeah, because unfortunately right now I'm kind of at a standstill until I get my logs done. I should have just taken this local and had it switch out at Bryson and drug the rest of those cars up here. That's what I should have done. But who farted? Oh my god.
He's so proud of that.
Oh, Dakota. Oof. Oh. Ooh, crack a window. For God's sake, crack a window.
That's fine. Someone else outside. I'm like,
Oh my god. Dakota, what did you eat? Oh. Oh. If only you guys could smell this. This is just... Whoa. Like, there's rank dog farts, and there's this. This is a whole new level. He's proud of himself, too. Look at him. Alright, so we're gonna do all of this switching here at Ela with the automatic engineer control. We're gonna give this a whirl. Alright, so let's disconnect the train here. Left control G, set a waypoint. Onto the coupler. Boom. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it knows it's got to go forward. It's going to come down here, and it's going to reverse direction. It'll flip that switch, and it'll come all the way back down here. Alright, so how am I going to switch this out? Try to do this with as few moves as possible. Let's disconnect that. Connect the airlines there. Left control G. And we'll spot that there. Spot that, and then I think we'll come grab. Yeah, we'll come grab these two, drag them out, spot them here. And we'll take just the partial one off of the cut that's going to be here. We'll spot it on top of this, and we'll drag these back, shove them in there. Then we'll grab the empty Silva, and then we can run that back to Ela. That'll work. Yep, that'll work. So apply handbrake, release, Control G, couple. This is a nice feature. All the auto switching and everything. It's nice so far. Okay, so we almost got a third log on there. Run this back to the Dillsboro service house, the engine house. Get a meet set up there at the Silva Station House. Okay. And then hop back onto the Silva car. We're loaded. We're ready to roll. Okay. Couple back onto the empties. Okay, now things are moving. So glad we had that talk.
Yep. Would you? Nothing.
What am I gonna remember? Nothing.
Shit, I was reading it yesterday. I don't remember if I remember now. Yeah.
Don't touch me.
I was sorry to have your ball.
Okay.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep back. Really not. Oh, no.
Looks like the switches normal themselves again after the AI comes through, so that's pretty cool. That's a nice feature. Okay, so here's the real test. Can I get it onto the turntable and it turntables itself and it goes into the... We're gonna try that. Okay, load it up with coal. Go back forward, put some water on. Let's go back to road freight. It's almost back down the mountain. G. So it doesn't know how to go around, like all the way around these cars. It wants to go through the boxcar. Okay, so it's got some quirks yet, but I mean, overall, it's working pretty darn good. It's full of coal and water. So let's close that. And then automatic engineer waypoint, Control G, and okay, nope, so it won't do that. So I've got to manually put it on the turntable. But if I do that, where the turntable's already aligned, perfect. That's still fine. You can at least have it go to the turntable and stage on the turntable to then be put into the engine house. That'll work. Actually, no, cancel that. We'll have the road train take it down there to where it needs to go. But we will put this back in the engine house for service tonight. So left control G and take it into the engine shed. I've yet to not get all my cars switched out in the same day they came to interchange, so I'm trying to not lose that trend right now. So let's get this over to Bryson. Then we can jump to the next day. So I found a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I'm calling it a bug. So I'm in road mode right now, which is what we've normally been using. I got my max speed set to 45 miles an hour. Now it goes off of what the track speed is the max speed, but I've set it, hey, you can go up to 45. If I click it over to waypoint mode, or any other mode, and then back to road mode, it defaults back to like the current location track speed or whatever it is, down to 35. Don't know if it's a bug or not, per se, but it'd be nice if it saved that set speed. So I submitted a bug report.
Well, it's hard to remember it,
I, again, don't know if it's intentional or not, but just trying to give them feedback of things that I've found and like other users are. And I'm liking it so far, though. Look at me engaging, trying to make the community a better place.
Hey, Nick, Chef.
What happened?
He has kind of like a little zip, like this electrocuted him, but he also gets farted, so I'm not sure if that helps anything either.
Okay. I'll put the lights back up, and I'll move the magnets so they stop knocking the lights off. So coal is done. So let's get this going. Why'd you do that?
You're asking the wrong person.
Well, you're the one who did it, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Excuse me. That's done. Flip that switch back. Okay, let's go get all my Bryson stuff switched. Don, my boy, how are you?
Want me to put more whiskey in a glass?
Nah, I'm just gonna do that. Whoops. Just down playing a little Railroader tonight, checking out the new experimental build. Got a couple new cool features, checking those out. Trying to get all my switching done before I go to the next day, so sorry it's dark. So they added the waypoint feature as an experimental update that you can select a point on the map anywhere on the line, and the locomotive will work its way to that point. So that's pretty cool. I've been playing with that most of the night. Yeah, I mean, if you ever get one back, man, get the game. You're more than welcome anytime. I'd love to get some more people on and play some multiplayer. Maybe this winter when I've got a little more free time and I can somewhat schedule some things. Try to get some folks together. Yep, we started picking seed corn 2 weeks ago. So we're into that right now. It's going good, all things considered. A little wet up here the last few days, but we keep going even if it's wet and it's raining outside. Yeah, we got a little bit of rain mid last week and then a little more last night. I think we might get some more end of next week is what it looks like. With seed corn, it doesn't slow us down though, since we're picking the whole ear. We're not really threshing anything, so it doesn't make too much of a difference.
at night.
Gotcha.
Granted, it's just die, but
I'll probably just get the small cut of cars back to Silva Interchange and call it.
I'll do the rest of this when I get home. You like it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go tie this onto here. No, we've got an office. It's a bedroom, but we've turned it into an office. I've got a custom built floating desk in here that I did a couple years ago, and both of our setups are in here. She's got it's a big L-shaped desk that mounts on the wall, floating desk, and she's got a section that faces out the window, and then my section is rotated 90 degrees to the left from hers. So. Not really. About the same. Considering the fact where my tower is positioned, mine's technically bigger. Works out though because she's got more shit that she leaves all over the desk. Right. Is it loud or is it okay? I wanted something in the background. It was quiet in here for a long time, so but peep the new automatic engineer or auto engineer, the waypoint system. These little markers on the ground shows you where it's gonna go. And I've got it set out of Bryson all the way back down to Silva, and it'll run around the east end of the cut of cars in Silva at the interchange. It'll hook on these cars onto it and call it good. Yeah, he got banned because of some 12-year-olds. You can't even play single player or anything, can you? Wow, that's so stupid. Well, this is going to take a while to get back down there. 10 miles. Yeah, 18 miles back to Silva Interchange. I don't think there's anything else to switch. Everything else is done. Yeah, I remember that conversation now. Yep. And I don't know. That's why I have no desire to buy that game. If stupid stuff like that is happening, why would I waste my money on it? Oh, right. That's what I mean. Why would I? I see no point in wasting my money on it if there's even the potential that I could potentially be banned at some point, and then they're just not even going to consider reversing it. Now you're just gonna play with the emojis. I just saw the notification. Discord 2 hours late. Discord forgets to announce the. Hey Zero, how you doing, man? No, I was looking at something on my phone. Sorry. I'm literally at kind of a standstill. I've got the 4, my road engine, heading back. Is it upside down? That's weird. Any others that are upside down? The 2 is upside down. Huh. I wonder why they're upside down. Yes, I'm really liking the new the new AI stuff. What new branch are you talking about? That I'm not aware of. or I've not seen it yet. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like literally a branch line or something. I was like, what? Yeah, it's nice for the solo aspect, the solo play aspect. Definitely. You don't have to babysit as much anymore and take up more time. I'm indifferent on the fact that they took away the time scale option. It's strictly 1-to-1 now. You can't do 2-to-1 or 4-to-1 or anything. I'm indifferent on it. I mean, you can always skip ahead time 1 hour if you needed to, but it's just so weird that some of the so it flipped. So it's upside down here. I mean, personally, I don't mind it. I guess if I had to choose one, I don't mind it. The thing that gets me, and let's just follow the train while we have a little discussion here. The thing that gets me is some of the videos that I've seen. Oh, whoops! I gotta swing in here and grab that card. I'm glad I clicked on here and saw that. There we go. The thing that gets me is some of the videos that I've seen, as I've watched little bits of stuff today, is people that are just, they're so hung up on the fact that there's no buildings, and there's not deer running around, and there's no vehicles driving on the roads, and I get that. I'd love to see that. I'd rather they focus on making sure the game works right first and is stable, and all the little creature comfort things work properly. And then let's decorate it with buildings and more decor and all that. I know they're gonna get there. I've seen enough improvements so far. I know it's gonna happen. Is it gonna happen as fast as some of us would like? Nah, probably not. But I know it's gonna get there, and I'm okay with that. You know, the make or break for me is not how many buildings I've got here along East Whittier at the yard. I don't care right now. The thing that the make or break for me is, does the game function? Does it work? Does it play nice? Let's decorate it later, but let's make sure it works now. Exactly. They didn't have to release it, but they did because they wanted feedback, and I could tell they listened to their fan base and they listened to their consumer. Sometimes they listen a little too closely, but you know. Just because you've got a lot of people who are the squeaky wheel doesn't necessarily mean you should oil said wheel. Okay. Now, let's go back and let's route this thing down to Silva. 8 cars, 279 tons at 308 feet. Look out. Got a monster train here. Uh-oh, somebody is responding to my bug report. I wonder if this is going to be another one of those 42 car responses. Oh, no, he stopped typing. Yeah, yes, I've gotten a few. I've added a few more things. I've also added to the overall debt, but it's not. I'm not horrible. But yeah, I've got a. So the number 25 is a C25 consolidation. That's the newest engine on the line. And then the number 4 is a, oh boy, G25 Mogul. The G25 Mogul is going to be my primary road engine for right now. You didn't type anything, or you didn't send anything, or were you just doing it just to... Well, somebody else was typing, and then I saw his name pop up, and that's why I went, oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know, chat. What time is it? 10:20. Oh, time to upgrade to a microphone. Alright, I'll bring you in for a little bit. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer, just as a FYI. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for your listening pleasure, Mr. Tyson R.
Hello.
Hello. Bruh.
Oh, I'm afraid of bug bugs actually. It is what I thought it was.
It sucks that the timing worked out that my road engine was all the way over in Bryson, and I gotta drag it all the way back to Silva, and that's literally the last thing I have to do before I can advance time.
Yep. That's how it goes.
I think I want to get... So I think I'm going to switch over my logging operation and my pulpwood car loading over to Walker.
Oh, now that you don't have to manage it.
Kinda yes, kinda no. That way, because it has just more a higher capacity.
I have not played around with this yet. Neither have I switched over to the beta branch or this branch, whatever they want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still not sure how I would utilize it, because like I still want to run the locomotives, and I feel like this is taking a lot of that away.
Right.
Not saying that it's not needed, because I mean I can only think of like a certain number of things that I could use it for, but I don't know.
Right. And that, and in your case, that's perfect. But like in my case, for example, or Zero's, where I'm trying to literally do multiple things at a time, and I like that multitasking aspect of it, that's going to help me to not have to babysit as much. So I can, if I want to run a dedicated out of Silva straight up to Walker logging, I can do that. I don't have to stop and babysit it and make sure, double check all the switches are done all the way through, unless I'm in CTC controlled, but it'll just go there, and then I can be working on something else, and then once it gets there, then I can do the switching there.
Really, like right now, the only thing I can think of besides log stuff is I go to Alarka Junction, and then I back the passenger train down to Alarka, and then I go, and then it goes forward and then down to Nahatan. Nahata? What is that one?
Not the Hala.
Not the Hala. Not Nahatan. Nahatan is the CSX hub in Georgia. That's really the only thing I can think of. But I don't even know if you could do that, because if I set something up, unless you can set up multiple points,
Not right now.
it'll switch the switch and just go forward down to Alarka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do
Why?
multiple points right now. I would imagine they're probably going to improve it, where you can add modifiers in at some point.
Yeah, if I could do like two, like take this path, then take this path, like, you know, and get around that Y, then I could see running the passenger service with that, just so that I don't have to manage the reverse move off the fusee.
Right.
Now doing what I do with logging, and running all three spurs, the top spur L3 will be easy to do, because I can let the AI do it instead of me waiting for the AI to get up there.
Yeah, there's gonna be points, and I'm the same way as you. There's gonna be points where like I just really don't need this. I've got no use for it. And then there's gonna be other points where it's like, oh my god, this is awesome. This helps so much. Or like even just something like if I have a dedicated freight from Silva to Bryson, like I've got a big cut that's got to go to Bryson area. I can just send that up there. I can literally pick what track I want it to land on in the yard as I dispatch it out of Silva, and do the old set it and forget it. and then I just check in on it once it gets there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I thought about that too, because my freight service goes into Bryson, into the yard, drops cars, and then on the way back, it comes back through that same yard track. And then once I get back there, then I deal with it. But yeah, to be able for it to actually throw its own switches and then throw them back after it's done. I think that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that seems. I must have read over that if that was in the notes, but
So on the main, and I don't know what it determines what the main is. So I'm guessing if it's green and it needs to go red, like on the switch stand, they'll flip it back to green once it's through. My understanding is it closes the switch after it opens it.
Yep, it did that when when I drug logs back out of Connolly.
Can you talk?
What? What?
Yep. Okay.
What?
I don't know. The call is important to you. Just stay on the line.
When I was dragging logs back out of Connolly, that's what it did. It routed me into the East Whittier yard off of the main that came from Whittier and would run through the East Whittier yard. And then it closed the switch or normaled it again once I was off into the yard. And it looks like it's doing it in the yards as well, but I haven't been fully paying attention to that.
So I think it's because your normal switch when it's closed will have the green indication on it, right? So if it flips it to red, which is opening the switch, it will close it again. Now there are some switches that are reversed. Does it do the same thing? I don't know, but I think that's what it's basing off of. If you open a switch, if it automatically opens the switch, it will close it behind itself. That was my understanding of it when I read the release note yesterday.
Sounds logical.
Or today, or
Whatever day.
I read it late last night. Like when it got released, 'cause I saw it pop up. I'm like, what the hell? What time is it? On a Saturday? I was like, I was all excited. I thought they released like another version. I was like, I opened up Steam and nothing happened. And I'm like, oh, let me read that again. I could also, like, sitting here thinking about it, if you have both interchanges, you could send both interchange trains to Bryson, and then have a local from Bryson take it to the individual yards. You know, going back east and west.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, granted, you are passing those yards, but if you're trying to manage it all and you know, not babysit it 100%, you can do it that way. If you didn't care about the mileage of the cars, but then again, I mean, you do have the oil in the thermal boxes.
That's what I mean by East-West Division, except the stuff going to Bryson either has to go to Bryson and or has to go to the other end of the railroad. What Zero said.
Right. But you could stop at Bryson, break the train up, and then let that train continue as well.
It only whistled for one crossing there at Dillsboro Station. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Whistles at all, I'm happy with it.
Oh yeah, and I know they're just going to keep improving it, but I was just shocked. I was like, wait a minute, it only whistled once because there's two crossings.
Well, I mean, if you didn't know a train was coming by that point, I mean, you're toast.
Right.
That's why we have 4 quadrant gates now, and
Trying to keep the stupid people out.
which doesn't work
Right.
because they just walk right through the gates. I've seen it. 'Cause I live in Florida, and that's where that shit happens all the time. I mean, really, Zero, it gives you an excuse to buy more trains
Yeah.
or buy more locomotives. You'll have more services in general.
Here's a bug that I don't understand. Why is my engine number upside down on the map? But it was the right way earlier, and now it's upside down again.
Now, was it upside down before you AI'd it or after you AI'd it?
That's the thing.
Maybe that says that hey, it's running the new waypoint.
Because my engine is in reverse. Is that really a thing?
I mean, your passenger train, you never released it, so that's still in reverse. Technically. Take it off AI. Scrabble. Maybe it's like an AI thing.
Nope.
No?
Oh.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's directional. What way is engine, your next engine that's actually upright?
It's facing west as well.
Oh, well that's fact check.
Thanks, Peter. Much looking for.
What did she say? I heard her. Don't mute it. Let the woman speak.
Oh no, I needed to mute that one.
Did you not mute?
Well, I muted it after you had already started to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, I needed to mute that one.
Yeah, way to go, Slick.
Whatever.
No, there's also a couple, so. I think it's the only ones. We would about to go long, we've seen it.
There's a tape measure outside. There's 3 of them outside.
No, I don't think it's a tape measure. All I need is
Well, I told her there was a... Never mind, I can't.
Oh my.
Alright. Let's drop these cars at Silva. Let's get this thing back up to the engine house.
Oh, that's what that is. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm gonna label those.
Goodness.
Hey, question.
Answer.
So,
Daily double.
I'm having an issue with the Stream Deck.
Yes.
It software launches when the computer turns on. Everything's fine. Buttons work. Everything on the Stream Deck seems to work. The interaction between that and Streamlabs is non-existent until I go through every single function within the Stream Deck app. Then everything starts working. But I have to go through, for that button, I have to go through all the functions for it to start working.
That's weird.
Now, is that because I'm not signed in to Elgato? Are you signed into Elgato? Are you
believe
that
I am.
fancy? That fancy?
Believe I am. No, I'm not signed in.
Oh. Yeah, I noticed that, and I'm like, why? Because it will, when you press it, it has the explanation sign that comes up, basically saying like, I don't know what to do.
Something's disconnected. It's not making the
Yeah.
connection between.
Yep.
Mine does that every now and again, and if I relaunch it, sometimes that works.
All I have like to get it to work again, I just have to go click on the button inside the app, go to the function, and press every single function inside of there, and then everything works the way I programmed it.
That's I don't have an explanation at all. I've never had anything like that happen. I've had it, like I said, where it just doesn't work sometimes because it's not connected, and if I just reconnect it, that seems to solve it.
Not connected as in like USB?
No, like it's the they're not communicating. The program and the Stream Deck are not communicating.
Yeah, yeah. And I relaunched, I closed Stream Deck. I don't think, I kept Streamlabs open though. I didn't relaunch that. Because Stream Deck launches with the computer. Streamlabs does not. So I'm like, well, let me try it in the opposite direction. Let's launch the Elgato software underneath Streamlabs and maybe it'll start working. You know, it didn't. I don't know.
I doesn't need an update or anything. Everything's good there.
I don't know. Is that in the app?
Yeah, it's
I'll look.
where's
no,
it?
I got it.
Cogwheel.
I got it. Check for updates.
Oh, see,
Oh.
I have an update
There's
available.
an update.
Yeah.
But what's
It could just fall under the random bug fixes that I guarantee is going to be in there somewhere.
I like the little videos they have in the tutorial or the changelog. Like this is what to do.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, they've so simplified that and dumbed it down.
Oh, bug fixes.
Reverse 2 cars. Also, this might have been a thing before, but I don't remember when a loco had an alert such as being stuck at a fuse. If I delete it, the fuse, I don't remember it auto-deleting the alert.
No, that's new.
Yeah.
It was not calling out Fusey and switches being open in front of them. Like opposing switches turn outs being open. So now they're anytime the locomotive stops, it's giving you a call out.
I do agree with the need to make Silva a little bit bigger. Like the interchange down here. Another track or two would be really nice. Because I would do... Right now, I've just started dragging everything up to Dillsboro and switching up there. Which kind of sucks then if I have to backtrack it back to Silva. But it makes things so much easier. Just to switch it all there. I need to find out where the grade ends coming into Dillsboro. Because I kind of cheated, if you will. And I used it as a the line coming in from the east. Hello. Hello. Check 1 2.
Hi. You said you got cut off.
Huh. Oh.
At least on my end.
But
Yeah, I can hear you now.
if you did the update, that might have been it, possibly. But anyway, I use it as a like a makeshift hump
not.
yard coming into Dillsboro from the east. It's a hump yard right off the main, but it works.
I mean, I did say install, update, and as soon as I did that, your voice went away.
So then, however it's tied in with your audio and Stream Deck, that's what it's doing.
It shouldn't be because all that's on my Gull XLR, and I don't have anything mapped for that. But I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's tied in any way, shape, or form, that's what's happening.
It shouldn't be because I don't have the what would you call it? The interface for it to map into Gull XLR,
Oh, okay.
if that makes sense.
Yep, I get what you're saying. Huh.
So really, like it audio wise, they are separate, and the only thing that the Stream Deck is operating is functions within Streamlabs to mute things. Mute audio, like I can mute audio, but it's within Streamlabs. It's not the bridge between that and the Gull XLR.
I gotcha.
I'm not spending money here right now. I might. I did see that there's stuff into that one.
Whenever local runs the last train at the interchange, I leave there, take the 4am, cut back to Dills. I'm going to do that when I start not having damaged choo-choos every night. I need to run this one back because it's at 72%. And it needs a little conditioning. And right now, this is my primary road engine, so I want to make sure it's in tip-top shape all the time.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Oh, thank you for one-upping my bug report, Zero.
How did he do that?
He clicked on the little reaction deal. The little bug that's on there. Yeah, like that.
Hey,
Hi.
should I do this lab outside?
Yeah. Yeah, you should. Why does it look like vacuum sealed semen?
Because it's a vacuum sealed baby pig.
Definitely outside. Definitely outside.
That would be wrong.
Not in my house.
I pulled it out
Well-
and I was like,
As of right now, everything's functioning.
That's good.
Like without me touching nothing, like all my programming are working. So all my mutes, all my
Maybe that fell under the miscellaneous bug fixes.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see once the computer restarts, but I mean,
Right.
in theory, the way everything started up is basically the same thing. You know, Streamlabs first, or Stream Deck first, and then Streamlabs. We'll see. Yeah, even my audio unmutes and mutes. Huh. That always works.
Absolutely.
I just wish you could hear this one though.
Nothing.
I gotta stop that one. That gets loud. It's the THX
Oh, yeah.
surround sound testing audio track.
Yes.
It gets loud and bassy. And it's late here, so I shouldn't be playing that on any speakers.
Yeah, don't make your neighbors completely hate you yet. Yeah, no explanation or understanding as to why some of the engine numbers are upside down on the map.
Did you put in a bug report?
No, because I want to try to maybe understand it a little bit better. See if I can't find something to go off of.
Things are harder to click on. Well, this is a good one.
Yeah, right?
Seems to me that it takes more effort to click switch stands and handbrakes. Also to control click on rolling stock. Knuckles and glad hands too. How far away are you having your camera? Like, what are you doing?
Barkers.
That's my question.
Barkers.
Well, my locomotive's in Whittier and I'm in Barkers.
Right. Well, there's your problem.
I mean, if you only had 40 cars, it's not a problem. It's got to be 42.
Right.
It's 42.
Precisely.
Always 42.
Elementary, my dear Tyson. Okay, so I can be up by the station house there, and use that as like a hump yard downhill to the west into the Dillsboro yard. That'll actually make life like a lot easier. Manuel, mash on that independent. Reverse. Every now and again, I have a good idea, Zero. Write this one on the calendar.
Well, it sounds like your secretary went to bed, so...
Right.
Or she's out getting the tape measure.
She's doing top secret stuff that I can't talk about right now.
Does she know what 8 inches is?
Yes.
Oh, you're screwed.
Yeah, she has to measure 2.5 times.
Uh-oh, she heard you.
No, when I when I muted earlier, she's like, I thought I had a ruler around here somewhere. I'm like, I got a 6-inch ruler you can use. She's like, I don't want to have to do it 3 times.
That's not what she said.
That's close enough.
It was better the way you said it the first time.
Okay, fine. I had an 8-inch ruler you could use.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Love you.
Love you too.
Uh-huh.
Well, if his is 8, mine's 12. But
I didn't know you...
it's a full. It's a full size.
I'm good tonight.
I'm still gonna do it.
No.
Preventative.
No.
Yes.
Fine. Go get gloves, please.
No.
Grosses me out.
It's fine. I'll wash my hands, I promise.
Whatever. Ew. Okay, this probably sounds really, really bad over the stream.
What?
Okay, so Scrabble has a really bad case of like athlete's foot going on both my feet. So she's got like this itch ointment and stuff that's supposed to make it better. And I have a thing with feet. I hate people touching my feet. I don't like feet. I just no. Well, she insists on 1, applying this stuff for me, which Lord love her for it. 2, she doesn't wear gloves. She just does it barehanded, which just absolutely grosses me out. But she insists, and it helps my toesies feel better. So,
Feels good though, doesn't it?
I suppose it's like a little mini massage. This is the relationship that we have, chat.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Yeah, please do.
Because I'm gonna side with her. No latex.
Well, depending on what kind of mood she's in when she's putting the ointment on, Zero, it could be looking good for me.
Oh my.
Don't be pushing me now. See, now I'm all disoriented. I was rotating the turntable that way, and you spun me this way. That doesn't...
I needed your other foot inside.
Exactly, Millie. That's how I feel.
She just wants mom to go to bed.
Yeah.
Mom, it's 11 o'clock. It's time for bed.
So, her Belgian gets an attitude whenever we stay up too late.
She does.
Yeah, you've bared witness to it before.
Yes.
She'll come into the room, whatever, and lay down and...
Yep.
Do not get an attitude. You can take it back.
Bullshit. Bullshit, you don't get an attitude, Millie.
Like that.
Yes. I just need to get this thing parked in the roundhouse. I can fast forward and we can
Do
see...
not come. Do not come.
Not. No.
I'm gonna come.
Those are a lot louder than I remember them being.
Especially that one.
Good time to check if you haven't to see if the industries can't be tiered up. Yeah, that's why I keep you around, Zero. I appreciate you.
Get
God,
fucked.
God. Fuck off. That hurt.
That's why we applied crate.
That has nothing to do... Never mind. No, I'm talking about the pain that was in my ears, not the pain on my toes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the subject.
No, she thought I said that to her.
Get fucked.
Woman?
Yeah,
Woman?
yeah.
Stop it.
Does everybody have pocket rockets?
Oh, shut up.
Man, you don't go to bed. You don't go to sleep. You don't go to
The amazing part about that is everyone in the lobby was quiet, and I was able to record that.
Right.
How many people were in this Discord call? 12.
I'm coming. Jeez, Jesus.
Those were the days.
I'm coming. I'm following you.
What now?
Do not come. Do not come.
No.
Goodness. Nope. Nothing can be, everything's tier 3. Nothing can be updated. Alright, so... Little minion should start working on the locomotive anytime now.
So that's another thing I really wish they would change. They already have the system in place for you to set the destination. I just wish you could park things inside or on those tracks and it not repair until you switch the repair. You know, actually, like say destination repair this, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. 72%. What did you do that thing? I drove it.
So you know when you go into the equipment itself and set the repair destination. I wish that was the only way that things got repaired, so that you could still like park things in the roundhouse and not go through your stock of parts.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's see here. Let's go through our summary overnight. So, sent payment of $158 for my loan payment. Paid $158 for 31.6 hours of engineer services.
Yeah.
Payment from Silva Paperboard P2 for delivery of 250 tons of... Will you wait until I finish? The $1,237 came in for that one. Go ahead.
Damn it.
No, the other one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Payment from Whittier Sawmill R1 for delivery of 48 logs for $2,640.
Yeah.
Dillsboro Engine Service, $8 for shop crew wages.
How dare you!
East Whittier Engine Service, $14 for shop crew wages.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bryson Engine Service, $16 for shop crew. Ordered one car of coal from Carolina Fuel for $150. Should be back tomorrow.
I'm cheap. What can I say?
And that was good. And Silva Interchange got 23 cars. We have a reputation change from 96% down to 90. And wait a minute. So what else
I
did
got nothing for that.
what else did I pay for here? Hang on.
You jackass.
Sent a payment of $158. What did I pay $158 for? Oh. Okay. For my engineer service. Got it. Is the passenger train still just the one passenger car and the observation? Nay.
No. No.
We got Trace Caros on that sumbitch. Come on.
Yeah.
We put the 63-ton Osgood and Bradley steel lightweight coach in the mix.
Yeah.
Or we bought another one of those, rather. So what, 160, 164, 168. Plus 20 would be 188. So 193 total passenger capacity on the train.
For all your friends.
Yes. Absolutely. It's our operational safety that needs some work. That's what's holding us back here.
You jackass!
We'll get her fixed. We'll get her bumped back up. We've had a couple oopsie doodles. Let's put it that way. But
That's what she said.
But if you were wondering, if you were at all curious, the where's it at? Was it this one? Was it my mogul? I think it was the mogul. It'll do 55 miles an hour on the straightaways. Anyway, let's head back down. What did I want to do? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy more stuff right now.
I'm cheap, what can I say?
I'm buying 10 more of these bulkhead cars for my pulpwood. Instead of me trying to swap out the same 5 all the time at each.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. So buy 10 more of those. Bam. Done. Now, I'm not gonna hit. I'm gonna wrap up here in just a couple minutes, but I want to see what I got at interchange. What kind of headache I got going next time, because I got to be at the shop early in the morning. So, Silva Paperboard, Parsons Tannery, Paperboard and Tannery, that's to be expected. Appalachian Hardwoods, so some Brayson stuff, Whittier Sawmill, several things for the sawmill. Whittier House Track, Locust Pin, Whittier Sawmill. Okay, so that's a relatively easy cut. Yeah, that's relatively easy. I split up my, like where I'm gonna have, local switchers. They're not just, for right now, they're not gonna be just at each city. I've got like a Barker's to Silva, an Ela to Wilmot, and then I'll have like a dedicated Bryson local, and then road freight, and then stuff like that. Until I can save up and get more, then I'll probably have some just straight up dedicated for paperboard and logs and things of that nature. But where is my... There we go.
Doesn't this?
BMW had BMW Bayerische Werke. Bayerische Werke. Learner.
Sorry.
Just...
The look on the girl's face, though, is freaking hilarious. And that engine is going through there. Come on, jumping.
So I'm going to send my C25 consolidation down to the interchange. I'll let my my G25, is it my G25? My mogul, let it get repaired up a little bit more. But I'm going to do the, and this will be for next episode, because I am going to wrap it up here. But I'm going to, huh? But I am going to, next episode, we will use the little grade here coming out of Dillsboro Station as a makeshift hump yard into the Dillsboro yard for sorting our cars. Good God. Yes, it is. So. Goodness gracious.
I felt the floor shake with that one. You've seen where my speakers are at. They're up the wall.
Anyway, I'm going to go and wrap it up here. We're just going to get this over there on the top of that train and start shoving it back. And, yeah.
Look back at it.
I appreciate everybody coming out. Tyson, thanks for hanging out. Zero, good to see you. Don, thanks for coming in as well. Good to see you.
Yep.
And,
Hey, Don.
hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I can get back on in a few days here, and we'll just see. This time of year, I can't hold any schedule. I can't promise anything. I never know when I'm going to be done. So, if they send us trucks, we got to keep going. So, but yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. You're fired.